Hey y'all, it's Nathan here with the Garrett Racing Team. If it's your first time to the channel, I want to welcome you. This is the place that you're going to get all kinds of stuff with short track racing, NASCAR, and even other types of high performance automotive things. If you're coming back to the channel again, I want to thank you. I appreciate you taking the time and supporting us as we go along on this journey, and I hope you're really enjoying the content that we're putting out. So tonight's video, you may be wondering, why in the world am I wearing a headset? You know, I've got this headset on. Basically, this is what we use at the racetrack. And I just kind of want to bring up the topic of communication. As in everyday life and any type of things you do, business, relationships, it doesn't matter. Communication is key, right? So even with racing, we have to have a means of communicating with basically the driver and the team as the race goes on. And you may wonder, how in the world does a race team actually communicate when a race is going on, everybody's going around the track at high speeds and that type of thing? So what we actually use are two-way radios that you see here. Basically, you have one in the pits or in the spotter stand that allows the person on the team to communicate to the driver. Then we have another radio that stays in the car with the driver. So basically what I want to go over tonight is we're going to have a three-part video. The first one is going to be actually me doing the custom ear molds for my radio system that I use in the car. There will be a second video of me actually wiring up this helmet right here with the actual communication device that we have that I can speak back and forth to the spotter or crew chief. And then the third video will be actually wiring the car up so that you can see how we actually have the push-to-talk and that type of thing in the car. So it's going to be a pretty interesting deal. I'm going to have my wife squirt stuff down in my ears so that you can see how that goes on to give us custom-made earbuds. At the end of the video, make sure you stick around because I actually had those made in their back, really nice. They fit me perfect, custom to my ears and my ears only. It really helps out sell off the sound, guys. You know, guys, a little something different, talking about communications, but it's a pivotal key thing that we have to have at the track. The officials will not actually allow you on the track without proper communications because it saves you from being in wrecks. It actually helps you get, you know, around the track better. Your spotter can tell you where the better lines are being ran when you're racing a guy side by side. He really more or less coaches you around there as you're doing your race and getting the stuff around there, trying to get the best lap times and that type of thing. So guys, I really do appreciate you coming along. If you haven't already, hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to my channel so that you can get more content like this sent your way. And if you haven't already, check our Facebook out as well, guys. All right, y'all, come along for this ride. We're going to get to it. Tonight's video is actually going to be only on my new earbuds that I had bought. So what I've used in the past, and they work fairly decent, are these earplugs right here that basically look just like what you would use if you were in like a factory working somewhere, or you were mowing the lawn, or had something that you wanted to protect your ears from hearing damage. You basically put these in there. They're made from foam. You can compress them, stick them in your ear, and they'll help block out the sound, because while we're out there on the racetrack, the sound is basically unbearable unless you have something to put in your ears. And plus, I don't want to be an old man and deaf, so that's one reason we use this style. And plus, these actually plug into our radio system. I can hear my spotter talk through these, so they work as a double faceted, you know, tool. I can block the sound out, plus I can hear what I need to hear from my spotter. But anyways, I'm going to end up doing away with these because I wanted to upgrade to these basically custom molded earbuds. And there's a kit that you can get from Rugged Radio. Comes with instructions and everything you need here on the inside. It comes with basically 2 packs of the basically mold material. So you knead this stuff together with your hand, mix it all together. It has a chemical reaction that helps it set and harden to make the mold. But before you do that, you have to put the kneaded mixture into this syringe. And when you put this into the syringe, you actually squirt this into your ear, the helix of your ear, to basically custom mold the earbud to your ear. And we have 3 different sizes of foam that I have to use along with this. So you wonder, well, if you squirt this stuff in your ear, how do you get it back out? Well, this is how you get it back out. We have 3 different sizes. The white is the small size that you can see here, and as you notice, there's a string attached Gray is the next size up with a string attached. What I'm going to use is the blue because I got fat ears and I got to use the big ear hole connector, so I don't want nothing getting down in my ears. But anyways, as you notice, you've got the string. Stick this in your ear to where you can just barely see it out of the ear hole, and then the string, you make sure that it's hanging down beside your face to where you can easily grab it. And then once you have all that set, you can start squirting this in your ear. So this is going to be a two-person job, so if you have to do this yourself, make sure you have somebody else with you to help do this. You don't want any air bubbles inside of the mold once you get done. You want to make sure it's all nice and consistent all the way through. So I'm actually going to have my wife help me here in just a few minutes to help me get this stuff put in my ear. And I got to do each ear. So when we're done, we'll have a mold for each, and they'll be custom fit and custom molded to my ears. Should have a lot better sound reduction from the race car engine when I'm out there, and also should have a better noise sound quality from the actual speaker in the earbud. But once I get my molds done, I'm going to ship them back in this box here to Rugged Radios. They said it would take about 3 to 4 weeks for them to make the custom earbuds, and once I get them back, I should be able to use them and have a nice system set up so that I can be safe out on the track, have good communication with my spotter, and hopefully it can help us win some races. So the first part of this thing is I got to get this earphone piece put into my ear first. So I need to stick it down into my ear as far as I can get it, like you would do like an actual earplug that you would wear to protect your ears from getting damaged. So I'm going to stick this one in here and see if I can't get it down in there like I need to. It says you may have to use a cotton swab or a Q-tip to get it in there. But anyways, we're going to get this in here and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, the next step into this process is we're actually got to knead this mold material together to make it set into our ear to form our ear helix so that it makes the custom mold. So what we got to do first is open this package up and start basically mixing these two compounds together. And once they're nice and mixed together, we can place it inside of this syringe. So as you can see, try to get the blue out. Looks like almost like chewing gum. Kind of feels like it too. It's kind of weird. Want to get the white out. And what I'm going to do is just take the two and just roll them up. Just so we can get it all nice and mixed together and meated together. And if not, if you don't mix this stuff up nice and neat, the consistency won't be right and it won't set. So as I do this, making sure everything's getting nice and set, it should kind of change color too a little bit. We're going to get ready and put it inside of the syringe. Alright, the next step, since we've got our nice compound mixed up and kneaded up, we take the plunger out of the syringe. We're going to stick it. Be careful to try to get as much in there as we can. Stick it inside of the syringe. Try and make sure you get it all in there. And what we're going to do is make sure we try to, I'm actually twisting this to try to compress it all so it doesn't get any air pockets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it up until I get about 1/8 of an inch away from the end of the syringe, which is about right there. So we want to get that to the end. So the next step is actually putting it inside of my ear. Alright, so this is the closest to one of the final steps in doing this process. So I'm actually laying here on the couch, and my wife, she went and helped put this stuff in my ear to help form the mold. So basically what she did was we took the compound that was mixed up. You can see the little bit of residue that's left in the syringe, and she squirted it inside my ear here. And as you can see, it's setting. I have to wait about 10 minutes, and when it's finished, it should be a nice impression of my inside of my ear, and they'll use that to make the molds for my custom made earbuds. So I'll show you what they look like once they set up here in just a second. Alright, that basically concludes the video for this segment. So what we ended up getting, the mold set for both ears. Here's my right mold. You can see basically where the foam was down inside my ear canal, and then they're going to use basically this inner piece here to make the custom earbuds. This one didn't turn out as good as I wanted to, but it'll do. The second one turned out really nice. This is for my left ear, and you can actually see where basically the inner and top side of my ear are at. So hopefully they'll be able to use both of these molds and get us some good custom-made earbuds that I can use at the track once we get to go back. All right, guys, we got the molds complete, got all that stuff shipped out. Rugged Radios took those and actually made our custom-made buds. So these are our custom-made earbuds. So the red ones go in the right ear, blue ones go in the left. And if you can see here, very, very similar to those molds that we had. You've got the curvature. Everything fits perfectly to my ear and my ear only. So it really helps with getting the sound, you know, from the car blocked out. But I have a very nice, clear reception coming in from when I'm having to hear what the spotter has to tell me. And it really does make a difference, especially in terms of safety, guys. Really does. I've actually used these already, and they really do help out for me in terms of communicating back and forth and just feeling safe and secure out there while I'm out there on the track. So, guys, I hope you really appreciate this video. I hope the information was entertaining and helpful to you. Be sure to check out our next one that's going to contain this helmet here. We're going to take this helmet, we're going to take this wiring, we're going to take these clips, we're going to put all this stuff together, do some drilling, and doing some actual DIY, do-it-yourself type work to get the helmet ready. And then this next video, the third one after that, will actually be us putting everything back in the car and getting it ready to go to the racetrack. So should be entertaining. I'm going to have all these links connected to one another, so these three-part series, more or less, if you want to watch one, you can watch all three. And shouldn't be too much information, but enough to kind of give you an idea if you ever wanted to do it yourself, and to kind of give you an idea of what we have to go through in terms of communication. So, all right, guys, I really do appreciate it. If you hadn't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Check out my YouTube channel, leave a comment, and also check out my Facebook page, Garrett Racing Team. All of it really does help us out, helps us get faster, makes us get better at the racetrack, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank y'all.